Hey folks, it's Lindsay. I know that you have a lot on your plate, and I thought I would make a brief video about an upcoming assignment that we have. And so this assignment is due the very first class back from reading break, which is March 1st. And some of you will have already signed up for the project. Other folks maybe haven't got a chance to yet. I sent out an email today about that sign up. And it looks like, yeah, we're still looking at only a couple people having signed up, which is fine. Take your time, get to it when you get to it. But you'll notice that there's a March 1st sign up, and there are some topics there: mental health, family violence, immigration, newcomers, long-term illness, disabilities. And then for March 8th, there's the option of a wild card. So maybe you've got some ideas of your own. Divorce, separation, blended families, foster care system, and poverty. And there aren't a lot of people in this class, right? There's only about, I think, 17 of you. And so that means that you're looking at 3 or so people per group. And there'll be some groups that maybe have two, or maybe we'll have groups that just aren't even going to get done. So if you notice that no one has signed up for divorce, separation, and blended families, and you're thinking, well, somebody has to go there, that's not true. Sign up for a group that you're interested in that doesn't have 3 people or more. We don't want more than 3 people. So just sign up for the one that you're interested in that has 1 or 2 people in it. You don't need to work on your own for this project. So just going back to the content here. So this weight of this project is 25%. And it says 3 to 4 people. I'm going to make a change to that momentarily. It'll say 3. You're going to work together. We'll do a little bit of that development in class on the 15th of February. But most of it is going to be done on your own. So finding time to work together on this project is pretty key. And if you aren't really sure what Padlet is, it is an online platform, and it's free. It's free to use. And basically you get your own Padlet. I have Padlet Pros. I pay for Padlet, but you don't need to do that, and you still get what you need from Padlet to do this. And you're going to create a Padlet together and share it together with the people in your group. And you can see from this one, from a previous class, folks were working on a mental health Padlet, and they made some categories, and they had lots of links to things that they researched and found to support their project. And they have different areas that they use, and all of these links work, which is great. Yeah, so that's one example. I'm going to bring another example over here. Yeah, here's another example. Again, this one doesn't have as many images, but it still has a lot of fantastic information. And you want to make sure that you are definitely, using your own words, making it accessible, writing for the audience of your colleagues, or audience of families and communities, and including references as well. And I'll just bring one more example over. What I want to point out here is that, when you're creating a Padlet with other people, you can see who has participated in the Padlet. So who's been writing each part. Now, maybe you divide the work differently when you're working with a group. Maybe Stephanie is going to do the majority of the writing, but Olivia is going to do the majority of the research side of things. So she's going to find all the articles, get all the information. So, just making sure that you are clear on that when you are sharing what your assignment was about with colleagues. So yeah, those are some examples of what a Padlet could look like. So you're going to co-develop a Padlet and share this information with the class using a sharing fair. And a sharing fair is going to be um, an opportunity to, in small groups, so not in front of the whole class, but in small groups, each of the members of the group will get a chance to show other folks who aren't in your group through your Padlet and share some of the parts of the Padlet that you think are really interesting or important, how you might use this Padlet with parents or families or community, and give your colleagues, your classmates, an opportunity to ask you questions about your Padlet. And then we'll all share these Padlets with each other, and we'll have them so that we can learn from each other. So the idea is that each group is going to become a class expert on their chosen topic. And that will hopefully help us all to learn a little bit about these really important areas. All right, so if you have any more questions, please let me know in class, and pretty soon it'll be a good idea to get started on that. And I also recommend, working together can be really challenging. So I did send in an email, an example of a worksheet that you might want to go through to help you and your colleagues, your group mates plan for this experience. Okay. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. And we'll see you next week.